Okay, people, this is your genre flip prompt and also your information for your asynchronous assignment for this week. So for your genre flip, this is going to be your final. You will take anything you have written in this class and flip it into a different genre. So you can do a PowerPoint, a drawing or a painting, a poem, a storyboard, a movie, a Flipgrid, a Prezi, etc., whatever you would like to do. And then you're just going to be flipping it into something new. Okay, so the first thing you want to decide is which genre you want to flip and what you want to flip it into. You have flexibility. If you tell me you're going to flip your literacy narrative into a poem and then experience writer's block, you can do something else. It's perfectly fine. So whatever you tell me you're going to do this week, just know that you can change it if you change your mind. So what you need to do is we need to consider your audience. So for this project, we were going to be presenting them to class, but we won't be able to this semester for many reasons. But if you were presenting it, and your audience would have been an audience of your peers. So just consider what constraints you might have and what your audience would like to see. Then create your project. Since you've already created it in one genre, the roadmap is there. But remember, this is technically a new creation. So you can expand on it. You can change it a little bit if you need to. Let's say you do want to do your literacy narrative and you want to turn it into something else, but let's say you had 2 stories that you discuss in your literacy narrative, but you really just want to maybe concentrate on one of the stories. That would be perfectly fine. You don't have to encompass the entire project, so to say. So after you complete your genre flip, you're going to create an artist statement. So basically, it is a less than 1-page document that states what piece you picked and why, what genre you flipped it into, your reasonings for the flip, your process, how did you create this? Did you know you were going to do a PowerPoint presentation, so you just went through, found photos, and created your PowerPoint? That type of thing, and what you hope your audience will get out of experiencing your creation, because that's a really, really big part of an artist statement, is just having your audience what you want them to see. Like sometimes when you go to art museums and whatnot, they'll have all these little things that tell you the artist would like for you to experience this when you witness their creation. I went to a modern art museum once, and it was a stack of televisions and radios. There was this huge tower of them in the middle of the room, and all of them were on. And it was really distracting because the noise was bouncing off everywhere and things like that. And there was this artist statement there that said that the reason why the artist created that particular creation was because they wanted to show the chaos that we experience just being turned onto our electronics 24/7. And just how distracting it is and how it, can be overwhelming at times. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. And that's exactly what I got from witnessing that. And so, yeah, what are you hoping that your audience will get from it? If it's, let's say, the movie review, and you decide to make it into a PowerPoint presentation or a Prezi, and it's because maybe you want them to see the movie, or maybe it's because you want them to not see it because it was a terrible movie, whatever it is. But what do you want your audience to get out of it is the main goal. So for your asynchronous assignment this week, I want you to take some time to think about what assignment you would like to use and what genre you would like to flip it into. So I want you to create for me basically a mini proposal of a 750, that would be terrible, 75 to 100 words. Tell me what assignment you were thinking about flipping and into what genre. It's fine to say you're going to flip your genre analysis into our PowerPoint because it will honestly be easy. That is perfectly fine to say. But I want you to be thoughtful and honest. Just consider this a baby proposal. There is a lot of good information about proposals in your book on pages 371 through 393, so I'd highly recommend just going through and reading that. Proposals are something that you're going to be creating for a lot of academic projects, and then also once you actually get into the real working world, you will be creating proposals for grants, for projects that your company might be wanting to do. So it's a really good idea to get a good idea about proposals. We'll be doing a formal proposal in 1020 for your research project. But this was just a baby proposal. So just tell me what you picked, why, and what you're going to flip it into and why you picked that. So baby proposal, that's all I'm looking for. If you have any questions as we get into this genre analysis, or not genre analysis, genre flip, just let me know. I will be posting something a little bit more about artist statements and whatnot next week. But in the meantime, just get started. I'll also be posting some student examples of some stuff the students have done in the past, just so that way you can kind of get a good idea of what people have done and what you could potentially do. So just let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and get started.